So as a solution to foreign language confidential, I've added two new properties. You'll see in the properties windows, you'll see alternative begins, alternative ends. In this case, I've put in a French statement. What you'll want is the whole statement, right? So instead of confidential information ends, you've got the full French line of confidential begins, confidential ends. And then in marker 1, you'll want whatever appears down in the footer. So you have confidential down in the footer, and you have these two for your begins and ends. So obviously you'll add this whenever you change a property at the beginning or at a later time if you don't know what it is at the very beginning when you're creating the RFP. So that's the property element of it. And then when you look at the confidential tab, what I've just added is a line up here for begins and ends for your alternative. If you come down here and you use yourself a line and you do begins, it'll put in your French confidential. It always uses marker 1. And as here, marker 1 is confidential. Confidential is down in the footer. And then you also have the end statement for your ending. So it's basically the same as you normally do your begins and ends. The only thing to remember is that marker 1 is the one you're going by, so that if you were coming off of like a this page left blank where you turned off confidential in the footer, when you come back to turn it on again, you'll use this begin here. All right, insert the begin code because you'll always be using marker 1. If you have this where it's a little big, it ends up double lining it. The usual thing is just to change the size of that particular style. It's 14 now, make it 12, and that should fit. That happens from time to time.